Hello my dudes, welcome back. I recently made this video about bridesmaids and female friendship on my main channel, but I had a few extra rants and some tangents that I ended up cutting from that video for time, and it inspired me to collect some more material for this. So today we're gonna be talking a little bit about the excesses of bachelorette trips, specifically kind of the idea of treating your batch like a brand trip. Let's begin. I have been struck by how much of, especially the bachelorette party expectations, how much that is shaped by social media and what looks good in content, what looks good on camera. You can tell that there are certain brides whose main priority is to capture their perfect, beautiful friend group in this incredible place. And I get it, you know, taking pictures and maybe filming a TikTok or two can be fun, of course, if you're into that. But if the whole trip is dedicated to creating content, you're forcing me to do choreographed dances and like nightly little catwalks in our outfits with TikTok transitions. God help me. No. And I'm a YouTuber, okay? There are other people who are way less comfortable in photos or on video. I don't know, like read the room with your friend group. Some people are very interested, but some people are not. There are likely going to be multiple themed outfits or themed days. I think most people have moved past the bride tribe kind of bridesmaid font Etsy shirts, but now it's like you've got to coordinate and shop for all of these other matching outfits and themes. Now here's the thing, I like a theme. I think theme dress up is fun, okay? It brings a little levity to being an adult. We don't get the opportunity that often unless you're a bridesmaid 10 times in a year. I like a theme though that is doable without needing to buy a bunch of new shit. If I can look in my closet, okay, black dress, got it. Okay, a little more of a formal night, we're going to dinner, awesome. I find all of this so fascinating, and actually I didn't even mention this in the main video, but I have never been on a batch trip. For my own wedding, I just did like a little tea party with my girlies for like a lunch, but I have heard from some friends who have gone on this sort of batch trips where literally it was like, you have to wear this color bikini, you have to wear heels by the pool. I'd be outie immediately. So sometimes the theme is more loose or like easier things to grab, but sometimes there is a very strict dress code. Like I would just be like, why? Why are you requiring this of us? Like, why does this matter? And I really think it does boil down to the bride desiring this very specific, cohesive appearance when they're envisioning their nights out, their girl gang out on the town. Everyone needs to look good together. Everyone needs to look good in the content. And if somebody messes up, they don't fit the dress code, they're gonna stand out in a bad way and ruin everything. That's just wild. I searched around for more examples and I found people referencing this creator who created a whole weekend lookbook mood board. Like, I think it can be helpful because often, especially women, are like, okay, well, what are we wearing? Like, there is a desire to like not wear like completely the wrong thing. Girls like to know and help each other plan what to wear. This says, per request, suggested outfit inspo, not mandatory. Okay, hopefully you can pull from your own closet. Great, okay. Friday, to set sail, we're going Ralph Lauren nautical. Ralph Lauren? I'll never know. Red, white, and blue combinations. Then we have Friday night to dinner, another outfit, neon color combinations. Absolute nope from me. The vibe is fun and semi-formal. All right. Then we have Saturday, 3 separate outfits and different occasions. This is already too much. Saturday, to ride. Horses. Suggested to wear a hat, wise for sun protection, but probably for aesthetics. The vibe is Western equestrian combos. Okay. Then Saturday, picnic. Suggested to wear floral, summer print. The vibe is bridal picnic. Saturday night, dinner, maybe going out. Suggested to wear black denim combinations. Vibe is bachelorette comfy casual. I love all these like dress code terms. Like this happens with weddings too. And it makes no sense. At least this includes a mood board and like visual examples, but like clearly so many people are getting mixed up. When you just look at like a wedding website or an invite and people are like, the dress code is, and it's like some phrase that they made up or saw online and like everyone thinks of different interpretations, and then brides get mad when people don't dress to the dress code. It's like, well, you're making it up. The vibe is bridal picnic. The vibe is bachelorette comfy casual. I'm like, well, maybe my bachelorette comfy casual would not automatically be black denim combinations. Anyway, this girly made her mood board, so at least she's spelling it out, but so far this is a lot of outfits. We're not done though, this is a whole weekend, okay? Then we have Sunday brunch, of course. Suggested to wear blue combination. Sunday shower, suggested to wear pinks, salmons, vibe is girly. Again, multiple themed outfits every day. And if the bride is sending you a mood board, do you think these are loose suggestions? She's saying it's not required, but it's like, well, she went through all this effort to like spell it out for you, so don't fuck it up. And all the other girlies are gonna be dressed to fit the code. So it's funny because again, on one hand, this kind of makes packing easier because you remove all the guesswork. Like you don't have to think about what to wear, you just need to like look for it. You have no freedom in making decisions, it's easier. But the thing about all these different outfits and themes is like none of these outfits or even pieces can really even be mixed and matched. Like there is no capsule wardrobe here. So you do have to still pack a ton of stuff, even just for a 3-day trip. You've got like 9 different outfits. That was wild. But before we continue, this portion of today's video is sponsored by Bombas. I actually cannot believe how cold this winter has been, but I am so grateful that I have had my Bombas slippers to keep me warm and cozy. Bombas are best known for their wonderful socks. I actually just bought Nathan a bunch of new pairs, so he is stocked up. And I actually tried their bralettes for the first time, and they're exactly what I was looking for. They're soft and comfortable, but actually supportive. The best. But let's get back to the slippers. So Bombas has a selection of a lot of different styles, including slides, mules. These are the Sunday slippers that I've shown you guys multiple times. They are a go-to house shoe. They're so perfect. They are sturdy, but they're also nice and plush. They have enough squish to keep your feet comfy. Then my other favorite, the gripper slippers. These ones are very flexible, they're washable, a little bit more like sock-like, but they've got the grippy bottoms so you won't be sliding all over your floors. Anyway, I am a genuine fan of Bombas. I love their stuff, and I really appreciate that they donate an item for every purchase. They've donated over 150 million essential items like socks, underwear, and t-shirts to people experiencing homelessness. So feel good and do good with Bombas. New customers can get 20% off their first order. Just click my link in the description and use code Tiffany20 at checkout. Okay, next up I want to get into Bachelorette trip gift bags. Essentially the idea is, okay, you've invited your bridesmaids, your girls, your friends onto your bachelorette trip, and you want to give people a gift bag to show your appreciation because yes, going on these trips is a big investment. It takes a lot of their time. It costs a lot of money. You want to thank your girls for coming with this massive bag of goodies and customized items, okay? So somehow this has become like the standard, the expectation. And again, we're talking about social media, so like, sure, plenty of people don't do this, but the representation we do see online is like all of these gift bags are very expensive, like sometimes hundreds of dollars worth of stuff per person. Over time, we get influenced. We're like, you know what, that does seem really nice. Like I want to gift my friends a really nice gift bag. Of course. Like this example, just the sheer number of items. We've got custom canvas bags, we've got towels and glasses, and literally a ton of skincare, supplements, makeup, drink mixes, custom embroidered bags. Okay, but now I have to read these one by one just so we can appreciate. Again, she wants to represent each friend's like personality. Who would you be? No offense, jet setter, you wish, man eater, extra dirty, Isla's mom. The hell does that say? Liability with reliability, G-Money, out of office, Stormy baby, and Justin's wife. In the comments, people were like, oh my god, if your identifier for me as your friend was Justin's wife, I would like end it all. And then she commented, she's like, no, that one's mine. And I'm like, okay. But still, I'm like, the bride merch. Like, if anyone ever referred to me as Nathan's wife, get out of here. No offense. No offense. Love my husband, but I am a person, actually. Okay, so which one of these would be me? I really don't identify with any of those at all, but if I had to, I guess I would say no offense. No offense. Then she also made these custom sweatshirts, which again, usually I say custom merch for the batch trip or for any of the bridal party. No, don't do it. Nobody wants like Megan's wedding 2003. Like the bride will like that. Most bridesmaids probably will not want to keep that forever, right? But I will say these sweatshirts do look very nice. The design is nice to where it doesn't scream like batch trip, and so I think you can get away with it, and it's definitely a sweatshirt I would wear. It just has like the little sleeve, you know, bridesmaid embroidery, which is cute, and it's you know, small enough. I'll wear it. I'll take it. But yeah, just looking at this at the end, you've got clothing racks full of hats and sweaters and these massive gift bags. Again, this is like beyond. How do people afford all of this? Like, even if you're rich, my God. Well, here's the thing. Maybe you don't have to spend a dime. There's become this expectation that people can reach out to brands and request Bachelorette PR. Huh?
I saw everybody else doing the trend of asking companies to send PR for their friends' weddings and their bachelorette parties. So I wanted to jump on that trend, and this is all the PR that I received.
I had no idea this was a thing until I came across it on TikTok, and it just simply would never occur to me. Again, these are not like big influencers. Like some of these people, some are micro influencers, which is cool, but some people like don't even consider themselves like content creators. And so the idea of just like an average social media user reaching out and requesting PR. The thought that regular brides so badly need these fancy gift bags for their bachelorette trips or whatever, their bridesmaids, that now it's just the new normal to send brands requests for PR.
You can send them some emails too, and hopefully they send you some PR for your batch trip.
And by the way, to anybody I feature on here, like absolutely no offense to any of these creators. I totally understand why they would shoot their shot, you know? Again, every time I talk about PR, I'm like, I get it. Like, especially for the average person, getting free stuff is amazing. And like, especially these like really nice like skincare, makeup brands, like supplements, a PR package can be worth like sometimes hundreds of dollars. So like, of course, most people would love to get some free stuff, some great new goodies, you know? So I get why they're trying. I'm more so like fascinated and shocked that this has become a trend, that this has become a little bit of a widespread thing where like everyone feels like not only can you, but like you should, like you have to try to get your batch PR. I'm seeing people post their spreadsheets, all the emails that they recommend you try to contact. People have said they've reached out to over 100 brands, but then now these brands are getting flooded with not just like the regular inquiries from like influencers and creators. Now, on top of that, they're getting flooded with batch PR requests. And I do feel for the social media managers because I saw quite a few comments from them who are like, hey, I work for a brand. Please don't do this. Please don't. Our inboxes are a mess already. One of the comments I saw made a really great point. Like they were like, brides, you don't have to do this, or maids of honor, whoever. You don't have to do this because again, requesting PR sounds like this flippant thing, but sending 100+ emails to all of these different brands and trying to keep track of who responded and, you know, like that's a lot of work. That's a lot of labor. And yes, you're like asking for free stuff, whatever. But like women already have so much on their shoulders just from the traditional wedding industry in general, like brides, planning a wedding. And again, as I mentioned in my video, being a bridesmaid can be a ton of work and require so much effort. And so it's like, now we're adding this entire extra task. Who knows how many hours you spend on this project of trying to secure batch PR, when again, it's like, hey, take that off your plate. You don't need to do this at all, okay? Focus on the other tasks that are must-haves maybe, but like, these bags are not necessary. That should not be the standard, that you have to gift this massive, crazy valuable bag of stuff to your friends. Like, if you have the money, you can afford it, or you just want to gift them like a little something. Like, it could be a tiny little gift, a little token of appreciation, sure. But like, let's not set the expectation to be, oh, if I'm going on that batch trip, I better get $1,000 of goodies and custom merch. So what am I actually seeing in these hauls? There are a handful of brands that pop up in a lot of these videos, so like clearly this is part of their strategy. And I think that's pretty smart. Like, you're trying to increase brand awareness in this specific niche of like targeting brides, bridesmaids, anyone involved in weddings, people in their 20s, 30s, okay. Most of these brands are kind of related to drinking or like hangovers. So we have like a lot of electrolyte drinks. We do have like some mixers or like drink samples. Then we've got some wellness kind of stuff like the aftercare or like sunscreen, skincare, fragrance, makeup. It all makes sense. And some snacks. There are quite a few snack companies. I assume the way this happened initially was like when this was a very rare or uncommon request, I'm sure brands get all kinds of random messages that are like, hey, my best friend loves this brand. Would you send us some stuff? Or like, hey, my dad loves your sunscreen. I don't know. If any of you actually are social media managers, I would love to hear your experience on this. I'm sure brands do occasionally send out random little goodies to fans. I actually just remembered, I'm like, I got a package from Cheerios years ago. I'm all for brands sending little PR packages to like the regular folks, okay? I love to see that actually. It makes me happy when they just randomly appreciate their own, you know, customers or fans of the brand. So I assume some of these earlier brands got those kind of messages. Hey, I'm a maid of honor for my friend's wedding. Can you send us anything? But then the problem is these videos get made, the TikToks, the hauls, and then suddenly that brand, again, is now getting thousands. After being flooded with too many inquiries, a lot of these brands are replying and they're saying, hey, so sorry, we can't keep up with all this demand. We can't send PR to everyone, but we'd like to offer you this discount code if you would like to purchase, which I think, again, totally fair. Okay, great. Some videos I found had people complaining that they only got offered a discount code, but again, it's like, there's no guarantee here. You're cold emailing this brand, you're asking for free stuff. They have no obligation to just send it to you or anybody else who reaches out. So, you know, them offering you a discount code should be nice in theory. I did really appreciate this creator talking about, you know, which brands sent her codes. And then very often she did actually buy from the brands. She's like, oh, they sent me 4 of these. I needed 4 more. So I bought 4 with the coupon code. Okay, great. Like, I think this is very fair and realistic. If you're dead set on having these little gift bags, you should expect to spend some money on them, and she was willing to buy products. That's great. I saw this example. The girlie said, a look at the PR that brands donated to my sister's bachelorette party last year. And I was like, sorry, donated. I think that's doing a little bit of the heavy lifting here. It's for a really good cause. My sister and all of our friends are going to Cancun, so I don't think you can use the word donate when we're talking about collecting free stuff for your bachelorette trip gift bags, okay? If we're talking about donating products to a shelter, or we're donating to teachers, we're donating to schools, all right, that's valid. That's great. Then I'm looking at this carousel. It's all the different items that each brand sent. The very first one is this Dagny Dover toiletry bag with like 12 products in it. And I'm like, just this one piece of PR, like however many of these toiletry bags full of products, that alone would be an incredibly nice gift. So the fact that these gift bags are like that times 10 or 20, it's just a lot. And you know what? I say this all the time, but like, again, I'm like, the overconsumption, like, first of all, if I'm packing for the bachelorette trip and I'm packing my sunscreen and a hat and I'm packing all my stuff, like, I would want you to warn me, give me a heads up what's gonna be in the gift bags. Like, I know you don't wanna ruin the surprise, but like, I'm gonna pack all those things. I'm gonna pack my sunscreen, my makeup, my little Advil, all my other stuff. And if I show up and I have this massive, lovely, thank you, gift bag, but now I have doubles of everything, like, would have been nice to know I didn't have to pack all that shit. Me getting mad at receiving a gift. Clearly I have problems with receiving gifts. I don't know, maybe that's a me thing. Yeah, again, just the sheer amount of items, I would want to be grateful, but I'd be like, honestly, I'm not gonna use all this. I would be giving away a bunch of it to the other girlies. I'd be like, it's gonna sit in my cabinet and go bad. Thank you so much to the brands for donating kindly. And like, most likely it's the same thing for many of these other girlies and women. Like, they go home and they probably have a ton of stuff already. It's like, maybe we don't need all this shit. Maybe. However, sometimes in this whole realm of like requesting PR or whatever, or honestly just influencers in general, there can be the problem of entitlement. Like, there are so many examples of influencers being like, hey, I have X number of followers, like, you must let me stay at your hotel for free, all inclusive, because I'm gonna post about you on my Instagram story. And it's like, huh? The audacity to just reach out and demand to work together? Again, marketing is a very big industry. Some brands and companies would be happy to work together, like, depending on your proposal, but like, you have to go into this, especially if you're reaching out, like, you have to understand that you very well might get rejected. That's totally fair game. Lastly, about like the audacity, you do also have to be aware of like who you're reaching out to, all right? If you're reaching out to a big brand that has a big budget, they send out PR, you've seen it on TikTok, okay, sure, shoot your shot. But some people reach out to small businesses demanding PR, like not even kindly just being like, hey, maybe blah, 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 but like, be cognizant of who you're reaching out to. Not every brand has the budget or ability to give out stuff, and it becomes like offensive when the brand receives this kind of message, because they're like, did you even think about who you're reaching out to? Or are you, again, just spamming 200 brands in a spreadsheet? That's probably it.
You know what really is grinding my gears? Why are people messaging clearly a business that is just starting out? Mind you, we just started posting on that Instagram 2 weeks ago. Why are you messaging me, DMing me, asking if I want to work with you?
But this is a creator I love. She does like these great server rants, and like, for somebody who's never been a server, I am obsessed with server rants. I will listen every single time. And she ranted about this. She has like a small custom phone case business, and I guess she gets PR requests often.
I definitely understand the whole like content creators providing content in exchange for like free product. Like, I get that 100%. However, would a Instagram page that doesn't even have a website, right, has a maximum of 200 followers seem like the kind of big brand that would be in the place to ship out free shit? Diva, it's me in my living room creating my fucking products, okay? And then when I reply respectfully and say, hey, so sorry, we're just getting started, like, we're not offering free stuff in exchange for content at this time because we just don't have, like, the capacity to do that, I get left on red.
All right, finally, let's continue on to the concept of treating your batch like a brand trip.
My maid of honor went so above and beyond for my bachelorette. It literally felt like a brand trip. My maid of honor made a brand logo, brand font. She also took that branding and made custom cups, shot glasses. She also got someone to decorate our entire villa. We also made custom menus for every dinner we went to and a custom party favor for every meal we went to. For this night, she made hot sauces for everyone with my face on it, custom matchboxes as the party favor, a little recovery bar in the villa, these super cute shell door hangs with everyone's names on it.
And here I have to shout out Remy Ashton's extravagant batch trip to Vegas. She turned it into a brand trip for her friends. So like she went all out. She literally had a private jet, which I'm like, I'm not applauding that, but is it extravagant? Yeah, I'm fairly certain she paid for absolutely everything. So like everyone's accommodation, they had these absolutely crazy gift bags. Even her friends like posting these hauls are like, holy shit, what the fuck? There's too much in here.
Welcome to the brand trip with Miss Remy Ashton, my first brand trip ever.
With the Miss Remy Ashton Bachelorette unboxing of our little, what do we call it? I don't even know what to call it.
It's honestly like a swag bag.
It's a swag bag.
She literally got us swag bags for her own bachelorette party.
Pajamas, sandals, heels, like I'm like, wow, above and beyond. I'd say even above and beyond what anyone ever should do. Like there is such a thing as too much. Then even like some bikinis and little like pool cover-ups, which I will say, I think it's very nice. Like again, you have a theme. She's giving the stuff to fit the theme. So like, again, there's no guesswork. There's no need to even pack or worry about it. She's like, here, the theme is this, wear this. So again, Remy Cruz is obviously a very successful, rich creator, influencer. She has made a ton of money, but clearly, obviously, this should not be the expectation for regular people. So now the expectation is that your bridesmaids have to make your bachelorette feel like a brand trip. Feel like this is Tarte X whatever. They're sending the girlies to Aruba. This is Revolve at Coachella. Like again, what are you talking about? There's also just something dystopian about like trying to make your party feel like a brand trip when a brand trip is like, it's kind of one of those simulacrum, which I haven't studied enough to be able to describe right now. But it's like, is a brand trip art imitating life, imitating art? Brand trips are already this like kind of insane, like surreal experience where you get a free vacation, you're sent there with a +1, you've got all these cool activities and a whole itinerary for free, and all you have to do is post a couple things to social, and you walk in your room and your bed is covered in free stuff with your name on it and 100 free products. But yeah, to set the standard for any regular, just like a typical bride, just regular people, to think that you and your regular friends, people with jobs, that the standard has to be, come on this trip with me and make it feel like a brand trip, huh? I don't want it to feel like a brand trip. I want it to feel like I'm with my girls and this is regular life. Anyway, maybe that friend group is just rich. That's fine. Enjoy your monies. Rich people are always gonna go above and beyond. And like, again, regular people, if you're broke, you're middle class, whatever, most of us are not doing great financially. Don't set your standards to that level because you're just gonna be disappointed. That's unrealistic. But again, there are always gonna be like people going above and beyond or companies that offer luxury experiences to wealthy clients. Like this company, Batch to Basic, with an on-site concierge. They will handle everything from decoration setup and fridge stocking to adding on extra decor setups and extra special touches throughout the weekend. We can set out a tablescape for your private chef and prep your cocktails for a boat day. Want coffees hand-delivered in the morning? Yes. You got it. Hangover kits set out while you're sipping bottle service? Done. Just like a day of wedding planner, but for your whole weekend. This is luxury. Again, I'm like, yeah, that sounds very nice. That probably costs like thousands of dollars per person. But again, this is the problem when all we see are these vacations and trips that are way out of a typical budget, and there isn't transparency about like what all of this actually costs. So all of us lose our sense of normalcy. So here we are, we've made it to the end of the video. Yeah, just another fun little commentary vid. Just a reminder that like there are plenty of cute, like normal, inexpensive things that you can do to celebrate your own or your friend's wedding. I saw this TikTok of people whose theme for the night was like, go to Goodwill and spend $10, go get a thrifted outfit and like wear whatever. Like that's so fun to me. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm like, would love that, would eat that up, enjoy it so much. And yes, the investment from everyone is $10. Like, yeah, again, I do really love seeing some of this like extravagant, just wild stuff because it is fascinating. But to think that there are real people like genuinely feeling the pressure of being like, oh no, my batch gift bag is not good enough, it's not impressive enough, it's not fancy enough, like my friends are gonna hate me, they're not gonna feel loved and appreciated unless I give them hundreds of dollars worth of product and merch, we must go on this extravagant trip. It's like a lot of people these days are saying like, you know, normalize real life. Is that even what they're saying? Normalize normal life? Normalize. Laugh too hard, laugh too hard. Yeah, just be regular. Most of us are being regular. I got some comments on the bridesmaids video where people were like, nah, this seems like a rich person thing, which like, I don't think it's a rich person thing. I think even like middle class folks, like people who are broke, people are going into credit card for this. It's not just a super rich thing. Like, I think it's about the pressures that all of us face to spend outside of our means. I think that's a very common problem. It's not just for rich people or high earners. And again, like there can be different pressures at each income level, each bracket. What you desire is beyond your reach, then it's beyond your reach. It doesn't have to be like objectively crazy expensive to be too expensive for you. You know what I mean? So like, that's actually always what fascinates me is like, no matter how rich you are, somehow you'll find a richer friend and then you'll feel like you can't keep up with them. This is what rich people say. Like, I love reading articles about people who are like, our family earns $700,000 a year and we're living paycheck to paycheck. I'm like, huh? Whoa. So how does that work? Where's all the money going? And they're like, well, my friends earn $10 million a year and we're trying to go out to dinner and go on vacations with them. And it's like, oh, well, that's the problem. Your expectations have been warped. Whether your expectations are warped by keeping up with the Joneses or social media or whatever, like, it's always nice to have a little reality check and be like, hey guys, remember, we don't have to do that. Let's be chill. Let's relax a little. Actually, maybe I'll do a video on that because that's pretty crazy. Anyway, that is all. Thank you for coming back to the second channel. Please leave a comment, feed the algorithm, and stay tuned for another episode. Okay, thanks, bye!